Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. I've just this second got back from Milton Keynes. We should be in good spirits. We've just seen our team go to the next round of the Cup, score 5 goals. Everything should be rosy, shouldn't it? But as usual, Chelsea's board have had their say on proceedings and things are not rosy. It's such a shame. Chelsea were just getting back on the straight and narrow. We had a wonderful win last week at Arsenal. We got another round in the Cup. Things are looking up in the league. And the board do what they do best. They fuck it all up. It's just a shambles. It's such a terrible decision. John Terry will not be a Chelsea player come the end of the season. This is his last few games for Chelsea. This is a decision that is not completely unsurprising. This is what our board do. But it's a travesty. John Terry is the last remaining member of that spine, that incredible spine where we had Cech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba. We saw what happened when Didier Drogba was taken out of the team. It's not just what you lose with him on the pitch. He wasn't there, and at the beginning of this season, we really missed his leadership. We've done it again. We've made the same mistake again. It's ridiculous. I cannot understand what they're doing. I cannot understand why it's come about now. It's a disgrace, and the club have got it so wrong. John Terry is pretty much single-handedly the bridge that goes from a pretty irate supporter base at the moment to a detestable board. The one sweetener, the cream in a really hostile Oreo cookie is John Terry, and they've outed him. It is an absolute disgrace. To do that now, after what's happened, John Terry had a masterclass of a performance last week at the Emirates. John Terry is undoubtedly the best defender at the club at the moment. He is undoubtedly a leader with at least one more year left in the tank. And they've outed him. Quite how this works on the pitch, if we take away all of his leadership, I think that it's very difficult to quantify how important he is, because it's down to things like leadership and spirit and heart and fight and tenacity. You can't always quantify that, but what you can quantify is what he does on the pitch. Who replaces him on the pitch? It's a terrible decision, and I just cannot understand the basis for it. They've just given Branislav Ivanovic a new contract. I love Branislav Ivanovic. That's well known. I get a lot of flack for that. I think Ivanovic is a fantastic football player and has been a huge servant for Chelsea Football Club, and is actually legendary for everything he's done for the club. His form, however, has been poor, particularly at the first half of this season, and he's just got a new deal. So quite why they think that not giving Terry a new deal is an acceptable thing to do, I really cannot understand. All it's really led me to realise is, it's not like this will come as no surprise to any of you, but our board could not care less about people like me and you. They have absolutely no interest in us, and if anything, have a bit of antipathy towards us. Think back to certain examples. We were so anti Rafael Benitez getting the Chelsea job a few years ago. The board knew that. What happened? Benitez got the job. We were so anti Jose Mourinho getting sacked a couple of months ago. It's irrelevant how we feel about it. He got sacked. The club would know if they had an ounce of sense, which I'm not convinced they do, but if they do, the club would know that we would be, to a man, anti this. He is essential. He is one of the few remaining people at the club who understand what it means to come through the youth system and be a part of the Chelsea Football Club family. He understands the DNA of the club. He understands the fibres and what makes it work. They've outed the last member of that. That spine from Munich is gone. And it's been done in such a disgraceful format. It has taken the result today has now paled into insignificance. Sort of irrelevant. The club have dragged us through the mire again. And back to square one as usual. Well played, the board. Only Blues.